What's one of your worst drug experiences you had?
Oh, I'm not talking about that. No fucking way.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
Yeah. Before we get started, I just want to finish this.
I want to tell the whole story about me selling weed back when I was a kid and how it, you know, everybody thought it was going to ruin my life and everything like that.
Yeah.
And like, you know, look at now. Like,
Absolutely.
I'm doing better than 80% of the people I graduated with
80%.
selling weed.
Yeah.
Probably like 90%.
I don't know, bro. I try to be humble and say at least 80, but
I can't be humble anymore. We stopped being humble last year. This year we'll be cocky.
yeah. You ever use any music behind this?
Yeah, I shot my first music video for Peter Sullivan here.
No, I'm talking about like in this video, this type of walk and talk. Do you ever use music in it, like as a background, or no? It's just all just
For
like
for this no. It's just raw footage, pretty much. It's conversation.
yeah.
Picking minds, and people go watch and just get strategy off of it and stuff. People that are into the industry like you or like me, that oh shit, I never looked at it like that.
It's just another way to create content. That's really what it is.
Yeah. Well, my life is content. I've been making movies for years, just living life. So finally, they have this DJI where I can record it without looking like I'm making a production, and people ask me, "Hey, what are you guys doing with that camera?"
Yeah, I know. This shit is mad smooth. No one would have any idea what's going on right now.
Yeah.
All right, you let me know when you want to start.
Yeah, we started, bro. I'm just. Oh yeah.
I was going to say, you thought you didn't want to smoke weed. I didn't want to smoke weed in the video because I figured that would fuck up the views.
Yeah, it does.
I know. Are you going to have to beep it every time I say fucking weed?
No, I think you can't. I think the rules, you can't really show flower.
All right, well.
Because I dropped 2 interviews this morning. We went to this cannabis lounge in Yonkers. I seen that you follow them actually.
I'm about to get hit by a fucking car.
420, I wish, in Rye, beautiful. 420 Hippie Lounge. And
The Hippie Lounge 420?
Yeah.
I follow them on Instagram. They followed me. I've never actually been, though.
Right. Yeah, I met the lady that owns it. It's pretty cool. She actually trying to bring like grow houses to Westchester and stuff. Like, she's tapped in, bro. Her husband.
Grow house?
Yeah, bro.
Good luck. Into
Yeah,
Westchester?
She said she's gonna start it upstate because it's safer.
Upstate, maybe, not Westchester. It's
But
going to be hard
eventually.
to get that
That's what she was saying. But she's tapped in. Like, she got plans. Like,
A lot of the towns that we grew up in, bro, opted out of like even having a dispensary, a retail location in the town. Like Harrison, I wish I could open up a dispensary in Harrison. I would be the one to do it, but they opted out. Rye, Mamaroneck, Scarsdale, like all like this immediate area. It's like everybody kind of decided not to do it. So
yeah, we're gonna have to walk a little bit faster, bro. Yeah. So all right, cool. We got Mike in the building. I knew him for a little over 10 years now. Always been known for having the flower on him, the good stuff, man. You know, started off rapping, or not, I won't say started off, but I met him through when he was rapping and making music, and I was doing music videos like a sucker back then. And then he finally, I don't want to say he found his true calling, but he found his passion at least.
I mean, it was always there, bro. It was just
he finally tapped into it.
Nah, I mean, it wasn't legal for a very long time. You know what I mean? You got to understand, when I, started selling weed in high school and shit like that, everyone thought I was going to be a complete degenerate for the rest of my life, never do anything. It was going to ruin my life, So, I fought that stigma pretty much my entire career, trying to do other jobs that I was never happy in because all I really wanted to do was sell weed and shit. So
were you one of those kids that were smoking at 7 a.m. before class?
Yeah, absolutely.
I used to
have a little bowl by the bus stop. I used to stash it there and go in the morning and smoke that shit.
I hated those kids. Yeah, at high school, bro, we used to have like breakfast in the cafeteria in the morning, and like all the kids would just go, "We're gonna go smoke, and we're gonna go blaze." I'm like, "Yo, nah, I'm staying here."
I don't know why. Listen, I'm not gonna say a lot about what high school you went to, but I don't know if they were that corny about it where I was at.
Yeah, nah. Well, I just wasn't about it.
Yeah,
Then.
you didn't start smoking until later in life, right?
Yeah, until like I was in college and barely at that.
Yeah, see, I started when I was 13, so
Yeah, nah.
kind of just like, and realistically, it's funny the way it happens because like I always used to buy a lot because I used to get the best deal on it. So then you just realize, okay, other people.
Nah, keep going down. We'll go down, and we'll go down that way. We'll come back around.
Used to buy a lot, and then other people would just like, asked me if they could have some, and I would just sell it to them. And then before you know it, I put like an extra $20 in my pocket, and then fucking light bulb went off. And then there you go. The rest is history, you know. But eventually, you get in trouble enough times and shit like that. You know,
Right.
New York was kind of burnt out for me, selling weed and shit over here. So I moved out to Colorado.
Right.
One of my boys was already out there, and I was a actual bud tender in like a dispensary in Colorado called Live Well.
How old were you then?
I was 22, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, moved across the country, 22 years old, and started selling weed legally. It was a crazy experience, especially coming from, getting ripped out of my car in Harrison, fucking thrown on the hood, having tear my car apart over, a couple dub bags. And then you go out to Colorado, and it's, I'm literally serving up like with chopsticks, like serving people like eights in a pill jar, like fucking bagging it out. It's ridiculous. Yeah, it was crazy how it came full circle. But then the owner of Eureka came around and met my boy in his store because Tom worked at a different dispensary, same company, just different location.
Same time you were out there?
Yeah. He moved out there like 8 months before me, and then called me and was like, "Bro, like, I actually have a job in the weed industry. Like, you should come out here. Like, we could really do this." And I was like, "Oh fuck! Like, all right, I got nothing better going on over here." Just got arrested again, probably a couple months before for selling weed. I was just like, "All right, you know what? This is pointless." So I went out there, and yeah, bro. And then we both like kind of climbed the ranks. And then that's pretty much like,
What does that mean, climb the ranks?
just like, you become you start as a bud tender, become like a sales floor lead, assistant manager, then you leave the dispensary to either become like a sales rep somewhere or like go into like back production or something like that. So I got into extraction, Tom's got into sales, right? I was making all the oil, Tom was selling it. It was a very small company at the time. And then, we just did that for years. Eureka grew and evolved and shit. It was crazy to see it happen. And then now you're in New York and back where it all literally started, and we're selling the products over here legally, walking around selling weed into stores. It's wild to think about.
What do you think the key was to make that step to grow as a business for Eureka? Like, can you explain real quick what Eureka is right now? What it is? Like,
It's a vape. It's a vape pen company. It's a vape brand.
Was it always like that, even in Colorado?
That's how it started. The founders are from Long Island. It started in 2011 out here. And then they wanted to go on the legal side, so they moved out to California, got a license. Then they branched into Colorado, and they were out there for a little bit, and that's when me and Tom met the owner. And then we started working for them.
Okay, because I thought Tom, shout out to Tom, he has a pretty big position in Eureka.
Yeah, Tom's the COO. He's the big boss.
Oh, wow. And
So there's a bunch of me's in every different state, right?
Uh-huh.
A bunch of different director of operations who like run the state, and Tom oversees all of us.
Wow.
So, yeah.
And just some old white men that are like the guys from Long Island, or?
I mean, you want to put it that way, but
Yeah.
nah, they're it's a family-owned business, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, we're not like, we might be in multiple states and stuff like that, but we're not like an MSO. We're not privately owned. We don't have like these crazy investors that come in and have a lot of say and everything. This is all very like tight-knit. The decisions are made tight-knit. You know what I mean? It's not like we don't have a lot of outside influence, so it's good. We're very free to do whatever we want and do things the way we want to do it.
Word. Yeah. So what was the key factor that blew up Eureka?
I mean, Eureka was already pretty big in California and stuff like that, and on the traditional market and shit like that all over. But I think like the fact that like we always have the best hardware, the best for the best price. It's the best product for the best price that you're going to get in a vape, realistically. And we always do that because we think, like, we were once weed customers, right?
Yeah.
So we were once like, weed dealers also in the street. So we thought about how to, always having the best shit and giving the best deal on it. My dubs were 1.2s, bro. The dude down the street was giving you 0.8s. I had the 1.2s. Who were you going to cop from?
Right.
So it was just, it's just being consistent too. You know, we go. You see me, bro, traveling on a day-to-day basis. Tom does it. He's on flights 2-3 times a day. The girls are driving from Queens to Manhattan to Brooklyn.
Wow.
You know, we're all over the place. You know, we make it work.
What goals do you have personally?
Shit, I got a lot of goals. I want to grow this. I want to grow New York to be the biggest branch.
Okay.
I want to be.
So you're loyal to the oil for real?
Yeah, bro. This is listen. Shout out to Live Well for giving me my first job in the weed industry. Shout out to Eureka for giving me my career in the weed industry. That's what it really comes down to.
Nice.
At the end of the day, and shout out to Metro Bud too, because without them, a lot of the connections I wouldn't have that I made in New York. They were a huge influence. You know.
Yeah, I feel like you met a lot of people through Metro Bud.
Bro, working with them was like
they were going to every event.
Everything, you know, and people were trying to, you know, constantly book events and do stuff at Metro Bud, different brands and stuff like that. So, you know, I really helped. It really, you know, one hand washes the other with that, you know.
Yeah, bro.
That's a crazy story. Literally just looking on LinkedIn for weed jobs after I moved back from Colorado. I worked at like one of the medical dispensaries for a while. It sucked. I hated it.
Yo, that shit used to be so whack. Like you need the.
Bro, it was like I was sitting behind a desk, like they had to make an appointment to come talk to me. Bro, it was very off-putting as a guy who used to, you know.
Coming from Colorado.
Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't. It wasn't what I liked.
So corny, bro. Like I remember in Stanford, they had like this dispensary, and it's like you have to. It was like a secret code, like some black market shit to get inside. Like, bro.
Yeah, well, that's the black market one. I'm talking about the legal medical ones.
I'm just saying, it felt like it. That's what it felt like. You had to do a password to get in, and a medical card, and all that sign-in shit, bro.
But yeah. So Metro Bud, I'm on LinkedIn, right? And I see Metro Bud Cannabis Club pop up, and so I DM the person who put the ad on. I sent him, I was like, yo, I sent you a resume. I was like, yo, I know everything like there is to know. I was like, you know, let me, you know, come in. I definitely want to get started in with you guys and like, you know, see where this goes. So I met up with them. I'll never forget. I go up to the location in Harlem. And at that point, all that was up was a sign. And it was all like the windows were all papered off and stuff like that. It was coming soon. It wasn't, Metro Bud wasn't even open yet. And it was all like, I walked in and there was like 3 chairs right there. And these 3 dudes are sitting right there. And they just sit there and just basically grill me on what I know about weed and like what I would bring to the table and shit like that. And I was just, you know, telling them everything I know, giving them a lot of knowledge they didn't think I had for sure, but I did. And then before you know it, like I was the first person they ever hired, and then I grew with them. You know, I did everything from curating menus to training the staff, inventory, handling the cash, you know, handling the customers, you know, throwing events, you know, you name it. So
what do you think your strongest point is in all those things that you just listed? What's your best attribute that you brought to them?
Probably the menu curation and just building relationships, you know, with a lot of people. You know, the staff was also really good because I had that background in being an actual bud tender in like a real recreational state like Colorado. I mimicked the training that I got out there and trained the girls the same way to do the same thing. Yep. And they were rock stars, most of them.
And that's what people gotta do. People are so afraid to copy stuff like, oh, and I was copying if I do it like that. If it works,
it's not copying if it works, yeah.
Why would you not do it?
Yeah,
I look at it like a blueprint, bro. It's a blueprint to success.
I just take what I learned. When I didn't know something and I learned something, that moment right there, I want to take that and then I'll put it in a different situation if I'm teaching someone.
You can remix it. You can put a whole bunch of different ideas together, make a super idea.
Exactly.
Shit's crazy. That's the best part of experience, to be honest.
Yeah. But yeah, being in the weed industry is definitely an experience. It's definitely a crazy stigma, you know. Selling weed, everyone thinks you're just like a complete degenerate, stoner, loser. Like,
I don't think so anymore. I feel like that's
not anymore, but like, yo, when this shit first started, like when I first moved out to Colorado, a lot of people had a lot to say about what I was doing in my life. Trust me.
I looked like you were going down.
Everyone thought it was like, oh, this motherfucker's moving out there so he could get high all day and fucking sell bags of weed. Like,
I felt it looked like from afar.
Exactly. That's
downhill slope.
Exactly. It looked like I was on a downhill slope.
You had that long ass beard.
Yeah, exactly, bro.
Yeah, I felt like you were angry all the time. You were bugging out.
Still angry all the time, just without the long ass beard. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So what do you do for Eureka?
I'm the director of operations for the New York branch. Do a lot of sales stuff too for them. You know.
Is that like how like beer distributors go to like beverage marts and have to pitch the new beers to them and stuff?
That's part of it, yeah, definitely. Like knocking down new doors and stuff like that, getting into new stores, you know, meeting new owners, building new relationships, you know, making sure that the brand ambassadors have places to go, stuff to do, making sure the inventory is always on point, you know.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Corresponding with the team every week, you know, going over the sales numbers, looking at how many units we sell every quarter, every month, stuff like that. That's important, but it's difficult.
So what's like a typical Monday look like for you?
Typical Monday, wake up, go to headquarters, have the morning meeting, pretty much go over all the orders that we got for the week, see how we're gonna get them delivered, plan out where we're gonna go for the rest of the week.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Grab everything we need to grab from headquarters for the rest of the week so we don't have to waste time coming back there. And then just hit the streets, go into stores, managing accounts, seeing how people are doing, seeing how the product's moving.
Wow.
You know, that's pretty much the name of the game right now, staying relevant.
Who do you think has the funnest position?
The most fun position?
Yeah. Tell me you can turn around.
We can like edit this out, right? These like awkward points where we just like turn around.
Yeah, I probably will.
I was about to say, bro. There's a couple excerpts in here. I feel like I hope you can.
It's 2 seconds, bro. If you ever watch them, I just let it rock, bro.
I could tell. Nah, this is cool. I've watched you fucking come up from doing comedy.
Oh Lord.
That was, you know, listen, you're a funny dude, but being a comedian is a different kind of thing, bro. So
Oh, Tim, go down here real quick. I want to see what that is. That boardwalk. Yeah, you know what it is?
Nah, but you know what? The same thing with me with music. I wasn't it. It wasn't happening. It wasn't working.
Yeah, but you gotta try.
I love doing it. Yeah, I tried. Well, you tried too.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean? But it wasn't, you know, worth it. It didn't pan out. So
Oh yeah, no, I wasn't working, but I found my doing comedy. I found a little passion in camera work because I ended up trying to do comedy skits for Instagram and Vine at the time.
There you go.
And I invested in the camera. And when I bought a camera, people wanted me to do videos for them, and that's how I started my little business, doing videos for people when I was just trying to do videos for myself. And now I'm doing videos for myself again. But long story short, bro, you gotta do shit, and you gotta do shit fearlessly.
Yep. So I'm saying.
This is fire.
Do you want to go down there?
Hell yeah.
I feel like
Oh, I could go on a date.
All right, easy, bro.
This is a secret.
What the fuck are we doing over here?
Oh, shit.
It ends right there. What are you talking about?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Camera?
The whole path ends right there.
No, I'm saying it's a bench.
Oh,
This
okay.
is fire. I know.
I thought this was a walk and talk. Now we're gonna sit and talk.
No, it's you know.
Jeez, Louise.
Bless the viewers with a beautiful view.
We'll just do another turn around.
Yeah.
The secret spot is not secret anymore. This is fire. I've never been down this far, honestly. Wow. This is a dope picnic spot.
Yeah, I grew up right around this whole area, and just so did you. I've never been here before in my life.
Yeah, I'm from Rye.
I've got a question.
Go ahead.
I see Eureka in like every spot that I go to now, right? It's everywhere.
Yeah.
What is the process of getting Eureka into these dispensaries? It's in every dispensary I've gone to.
It's going around and driving to 10 different places in one day, going to all these stores, having a presence in all these stores, knocking on the doors, taking care of the bud tenders, building relationships with the owners. It's a lot of work. That's what I'm saying. People don't see when you're driving around to like 30 plus places a week, but keeping all those relationships and building all those relationships with our retail partners is the reason why you see the brand everywhere.
It's an art, bro. It's an art.
That's what I'm saying.
You're pitching it to right people.
We put the work in. That's why you see us everywhere.
But is it?
And there's only more stores opening, and we're only going to be in more stores. So,
Yeah. What are some products that Eureka have?
the newest one that we just launched is the AIO.
AIO.
It's a pod system. Hold on, I got one on me.
Oh, nice.
I got one on me.
Oh, you got that thing on him.
Yeah, it's like this.
Let me see.
So it looks like a regular disposable.
That shit
but
looks crazy.
but it's a pod, yeah.
What flavor is that
We
one?
got one
This is
on.
a hybrid. This is mimosa.
Mimosa is
Yeah.
crazy.
So it's like, you know, this whole thing together for 1 gram is $65. So you throw the pod away after you're done with it, keep the battery, go back, and you just buy the reload for $55 for $10 cheaper. You know, that's the whole point. You save money. And then we have a 2 gram pod that fits the same battery. So you go in and buy the 1 grammer, you go back and buy a 2 gram pod for $80. It's $40 a gram. You know what I mean? It's a good deal right now on the New York market. It's a good deal.
I got a question. How
Here,
long?
take this. It's for you. Enjoy yourself. Gilo always comes up. That's why he invites me to do shit, because he knows I'm gonna bless him with something. that's exactly what this is.
Shit.
Yeah.
But damn, I forgot my question. I was just about to ask.
Got so excited.
You got the different flavors. I mean, you said you were what was the word? An extractor? Is this what this includes? Like as an extractor's job to make these?
Make the oil.
Yeah.
That's in it. Yeah, I was an extractor when I was. I mean, to be truth be told, I'm no extractor, but I was a self-taught extractor who was taught by a self-taught extractor. But yeah, we made it work. We did a good job. Like, you know, we made good distillate. It was CO2. So it's from CO2 oil, so it was pretty clean. But yeah, distillate is so much more like mass produced now.
So you said this is like $60 a pod, $40 a pod.
65 for the entire thing with the battery together, and then you could buy the pod separately for 55.
55.
Or you could buy a 2 gram pod for 80.
So what makes this different than like someone selling a $25 pod? And what would make it's a different?
Who's selling a $25 pod?
I ain't saying no names. But
yeah,
not you, but I'm saying like
the black market, exactly. No one in the legal market is selling a $25 pod right now.
What would the difference be? And what would make it? Is it just because of
the $25 pod would probably be converted Delta 8 or CBD liters that are converted. They're gonna taste like a rubber tire with a bunch of shitty fruity terps to try to mask that taste. It's gonna be dark amber color instead of bright yellow. Yeah, so
amber color, no good.
Yeah, people put a whole lot of fucking mystery meat oil in like those black market pens.
And how long is a pod like this supposed to last you?
It depends on you. I know some people who rip through a 1 grammer in like 2 days.
Yeah, tell me.
Yeah, I mean, I smoke mostly flower. I use vapes like when I can't really light up weed and smoke and, smoke.
You feel like this shit hits you? Because I smoke a lot of flower.
Oh, yeah. If you hit that thing enough, bro, that thing will smack you.
Word. What do you think is next instead of like cannabis wise? You think shrooms might be going to be a big thing in the future?
Shrooms are already coming up. In certain states they're legal. Colorado, shrooms are legal.
That's crazy. It's terrifying. It's only because there's too much going around, people are going to start.
In small doses, anything could be helpful.
Yes, we gotta do small doses. That's what T-Pain said. If you're gonna do drugs, take a little bit, wait an hour, see how you feel, and do the rest.
He's not lying.
Yeah.
Trust me.
What's one of your worst drug experiences you had?
Oh, I'm not talking about that. No fucking way.
My boy. I'm trying to think.
You know me too well to ask that question, that I'm not gonna answer it. You absolutely know that.
The first time I did shrooms, bro, I was in my closet naked, sitting on the floor. Like, this is insane. And then
you probably just took way too much and had no idea what you were getting yourself into.
Right.
Yeah.
And then the second time, I came up with the idea of the Polymaf podcast network. So
Polymaf, that came to you on mushrooms?
I was on shrooms. I was like, bro, I'm a light. They call me, my nickname is Gilo, but everybody's been calling me Glow for some reason as of late. And they call me Glow because I'm a light. I'm a spotlight.
It's because you don't put a dash between the G and the low. You just spell it out, Gilo.
Yeah.
Everyone's just gonna say Glow.
Well, now they can call me Angelo, man, CEO. But
CEO.
Yeah, I was like, bro,
Angelo.
Glow means I'm a spotlight. I gotta put a spotlight in the community. How could I share what I have, my light, to the people that need help? And I was like, you know what? All these people that want to start podcasts, I'll help them. Let's do it. Let's make a network. No, Polymath, shrooms, bro. I felt like it opened up a whole nother section of my brain. Like, you know how they say you only use like 10% of your brain?
Yeah.
I think I unlocked like another 25 that night, bro. And I was like, bro, everything is just clicking. Everything is clicking right now. It all makes sense.
Yeah, some people take a little bit of mushrooms every day, microdose.
Yeah, word.
Keeps them happy. See somebody walking around smiling so much, what the fuck are you so happy about? You know?
Yeah.
Nowadays, 7 times out of 10, maybe they're even taking mushrooms, you don't know.
That'd be dope. If I could take happy pills like that, that should be worth. I don't know the long term effects.
You ever heard of the company 1906? They do edibles. They got like the pills and stuff like that. Tim, you know about them? They were in Colorado. They have like these little coffee beans that make you horny and shit like that.
Oh wow.
Fire.
Yeah, they're dope. And then they also have a legitimate happy pill. They call it like it's like happy.
That's
it's like
crazy.
you take a couple of those motherfuckers. Apparently, they got a bunch of other herbs and stuff that they mix in to make everything
As long
like
as it's
have a
natural.
specific effect.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, man. Growing up in Westchester was definitely was not the place to grow up if you wanted to have a career in weed.
You still friends with a lot of people from growing up?
Hell yeah.
I'm not.
Still friends with a lot of people from growing up. All my core like 5 best friends I've known since the beginning, and even some of the other kids that like I just knew growing up. I'm friendly with everybody.
Word.
I know a lot of people.
Yeah.
You knew the weed guy, bro. Everybody fucking loves you. You kidding me? You
true.
make everybody happy.
Yeah. There's good money in the industry.
Yeah, there's money to be made for sure. There's more and more money to be made for sure. Every day, every time a new store opens, every time a new grow comes online, every time a new brand hits the market, you know, it's just growing right now. And people don't really understand how early of a phase we're in. Like, you know,
Wow.
people think, oh, look at a year, there's 200 stores. There's like 200, bro. There's 2,000 licenses that got like entered. Like, this is gonna be like bigger than people can imagine. More brands. It's just, that's why the battle is to stay relevant, you know what I mean, and stay a level above.
Is it all like love between all companies, or like do Eureka have like rivals and competitors?
I mean, of course we have competitors. I mean, rivals, I don't know if you really want to call it that.
Yeah.
But, you know, I'm friendly with a couple brands.
Yeah.
I'm friendly with all the stores, obviously. Those are our retail partners. We make money together with those people.
Right.
But, you know, other brands, some are going to be around, some aren't, you know.
Have you learned like any pitching techniques from other sales reps and stuff since you've been doing it for Eureka?
No, honestly, I've learned what not to do from other sales reps. But I'm not trying to like sound like the cockiest motherfucker in the world when I say this, but a lot of these people who are doing this stuff haven't come from other states in it. There are some who have, and they're very experienced. But a lot of these brand reps and stuff like that, they're just like somebody in New York who wants to get into the weed industry, who, you know, learned a lot about the product they're selling, you know, about a month before they started selling it and shit like that. It's not like people who have really been through the ringer in the weed industry. Not a lot of truly experienced operators in this right now, which is why the industry is so young.
Right.
You know, a lot of people have a lot of knowledge to gain. You know,
What are some mistakes that you see?
there's, you know, I'm not going to name any names, but there's definitely false information being spit out on Instagram by some of these stores and stuff like that who, you know, some of these brands even, you know, the product knowledge is not all the way there. But like I said, that's all going to get built up over time. Like, you know, this is brand new. People are still nervous. I still see some people when I walk into a dispensary, they walk in there and they act like they're doing something wrong by being in there.
Yeah.
Because they still feel that stigma is still stuck in their head. So we'll let it
Like
get a little bit
whispering
more, let it get a little bit more like, you know, acclimated with the people. And I think like, you know, everyone's going to be way more weed literate in like 2 or 3 years. And then, you know, things will be a little bit more streamlined. Right now, the customers aren't educated either. That's what you got to understand.
Yep.
Colorado customers have been educated because it's been out there for so long. California customers are educated because it's been out there so long and stuff like that. Customers in New York, they know about whatever their drug dealer's been telling them for the last 30 years. That's what they know.
Jesus.
You know what I mean?
So that sour here is hilarious.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, this is piff. This is sour. So this is exotics. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's you know, that's what it is. This is all, you know, now there's a lot of different, you know, products. There's a lot of different effects, a lot of different cannabinoids, a lot of different things that people don't really understand yet, but it's getting there.
Do you have a favorite strain?
Favorite strain? No, not really. I like to smoke good weed though. I like trying different weeds. I like trying different growers.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Any growers or any companies that you want to shout out that you smoke?
Nope. Not giving anybody free publicity.
What makes a strain good? Like what effects do you go looking for?
Listen, a lot of
Horniness.
people are, yo, bro, pause. What the fuck is good? What the fuck is good with this guy?
I seen that one. I was looking
This
at
is
it.
crazy. I
I was like,
don't know what the fuck is good with you, bro. Did you eat some of those fucking love chocolates? Fucking,
It's always one Sasquatch.
yeah, can we get on the sidewalk, please,
We're
bro?
about
This
to go
guy
down this
walking
way.
in a double yellow line road. This guy's
Oh,
wants
watch
to
out,
get me
Tim,
killed.
before you get squashed. Yeah, go down to where these people are walking. Yeah, bro. But what do you look for when you put a bud?
Honestly, me, I go by aesthetics, by how it looks. I go by how it smells.
Yeah.
And I go by like the feel of it. Like, is it dry? Is it soft? You know what I mean? I don't like to smoke dry weed that just like crumbles up like sand. But everybody goes for different things. A lot of people just look at the THC percentage, and that's like, if it's high, that they don't give a fuck what it looks like or what it smells like, whatever. Just give it to me, which is what I'm saying again is why people are so uneducated, is because they don't really understand terpenes and cannabinoids and and how they all work together and stuff like that. Something could be 14% THC, but it could be super high in terpenes, and those terpenes could actually give you that sativa or indica or hybrid effect that you're looking for. You know what I mean? Terpenes affect the high just as much as the THC does.
Yeah, that's crazy because like a high percentage of weed, of flower, is nothing really above 30%, right?
Yeah, 30% is like a really high THC testing flower, but like you gotta understand, like there's little bits of CBD, there's trace levels of all these other cannabinoids, and then they come together. It's called the entourage effect, and they work together, and every one of those different combinations of all the terpenes, the cannabinoids, the THC come together and will create a different effect for every different plant. That's what people don't understand. They see this strain is 18% THC and this one's 24% THC.
Yeah.
Bro, I smoked the 18 and might get higher than you because of the way it hits me.
That's
You know what I mean? It's like, it's a very subjective thing, and people try to make it like it's just like, if it's high THC, it's gonna get you high and that's it.
Right.
It's not like that. It's very much not like that.
Why is like the pens and stuff like 94%, 91%?
Because it's think about when you distill something, right? You're refining it over and over again. So you keep taking out everything that isn't THC until it's 90% THC. You know what I'm saying? You just keep refining it, and then it gets as close to fucking isolate, distillate, and then isolate. Isolate is like 99.99% THC. It's like THC isolated, right?
Then you mix it with, then you mix that?
I mean, people do a whole lot of shit with it. You know that shit that's like when they see it's like the white shit on the outside of the crystals on the outside of the
powder
pre-rolls and stuff like that? Yeah, that's THCA crystals.
That's
like,
isolate.
That's isolate.
Oh, I thought that was always keef.
Keef. I mean, some people use keef for that, but some people use isolate.
Yeah, is that the same shit like the white powder on the bud too that you see?
Yeah,
That's like
same
cocaine
shit.
rocks?
Yep.
Huh.
Same shit.
And that's the shit that you told me was gonna kill me?
Listen, bro, I don't know where people are getting their isolate from, and the places you shop and the shit you buy, bro, please, don't even get me started. I've told you 100 times, please, enough. With the shopping at the places where I gotta fucking walk under the counter and around the corner and shit. Get enough.
Yeah, I'll be right back, buddy.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
So you're not a very big advocate of the smoke shop.
Nah, I'm a big advocate of hustling. I'm not knocking anyone's hustle. It's just like a lot of people are very uneducated and are not asking enough questions about what they're getting. So these smoke shops will sell, when I say anything to you. Literally anything. Anything they get their hands on, no matter what the price, if it looks decent enough to pass as weed, they're fucking selling it.
How do you feel about this? What's up, y'all? All right? When, how do you feel about, okay, excuse me, real quick. That was George Kirby's sisters. So.
I don't know who the fuck you're talking about.
That was the all-star pitcher for the Mariners. He's from Rye. That's his sisters.
Congratulations.
Wow.
Okay. Anyway.
Tickets. Okay.
I've never really done an interview. I've never been like, who the fuck cares what I got to say on a day-to-day basis? You know what I mean? I've never really done this before.
No, it's dope because I'm not.
We have conversations all the time, me and you, but no one's ever fucking recorded it.
Right. Yeah, your shit's
I hope not.
No, I don't re-record. This guy right here is one of the most paranoid people I've ever met, boy. But bro, nobody's even looking at you, Mike. Like, nah, that bitch over there, I can swear she's looking at me funny. I'm like, bro, I don't think so.
Yeah, bro, you know how I get it.
What do you prefer now, New York or Colorado? Or,
New York.
Or what state's the best?
I prefer New York when I was in Colorado.
Really?
What was I gonna do in New York in the weed industry? There was no weed industry.
No, now though. Like, would you go back to Colorado?
I would go back to visit. I'd go back for vacation. They got some good food out there. There's some cool places to visit in Colorado for sure.
Yeah.
The lifestyle is just a little bit too slow for me out there. You know what I mean? New York's a little bit more fast paced. I like it here more.
Yeah. Yeah. How much time have you spent in like LA doing this stuff?
Not much at all.
Really?
Very, very little, if any. My experience mostly comes from Colorado. I've been to California and seen a lot out there and talked to a lot of people from California.
Okay.
But I haven't really worked in the industry in California, honestly. That's everyone's big fucking claim to fame. And pull their fucking dick out and they say, "Oh, I worked in LA."
Yeah, cookies.
Congratulations.
I got my stuff in cookies. Is yours getting cookies?
In the Culture House, you mean?
I don't know. I don't know what that is.
The cookie store in New York is called Culture House.
Okay.
And yes, we are in there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I went to Cookies in Maywood when I was in LA. That was my first time in LA, and we was just was about to be legal in New York, so it was like having a preview of what it was about to become. And when I went to that dispensary, bro, it was crazy. Like bud tenders, they put that name to the test, boy. I was like, yo, I feel like I'm in a strip club. That, you know what I mean? I'm gonna get a detail.
What the fuck kind of dispensary you going to? You felt like you were a strip club?
It was just the way that the ladies behind the counter were just like, it was like, you know.
They had product knowledge. They knew what they were talking about. They were spitting at you.
But they were spitting in a way that
Exactly.
They
know what
exactly.
They're sellers. They know what they're supposed to do.
You know,
bud tenders are front of the line.
Son.
You gotta understand, bro. You gotta put your best workers on the front line.
It was literally like, let's say like Metro Bud was like Harry O's and this Maywood Cookies was King of Diamonds.
Again, cut that out. Do never in your life compare Metro Bud to Harry O's, that filthy establishment, bro. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Okay, that was extreme. But like
Metro Bud was a fucking vibe, bro.
It was a vibe.
Are you kidding me? That place was jumping
I'm
in
just
there.
saying
We ran it at the fuck up on that block.
The official LA bud tenders and the official dispensaries in the California.
Yeah, bro, they're good. They know what they're doing.
Yeah.
It's a career choice at that point. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
They definitely were strippers at night.
That's I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. That's fire. That's probably from the ice rink though. That's the Zamboni right there. That's fire. Yeah, I could fool the whole thing. I could fool my whole gram right now, Tim.
Yeah, you tell them you're in like Buffalo or fucking Sweden or some shit.
Yeah.
This is how much this guy cares about interviewing me, fucking creating content.
I'm about to be in Buffalo real quick.
Yeah, I love the pods. I love the sliding thing.
Slide?
Love that thing, dude. I milked that thing for like a month.
There you go. It's a 3-grammer. That's what it's for.
A 3-grammer.
Holy cow.
What's the biggest size they have of those? Like a
3 grams.
A cart.
It's 3 grams.
They don't have like
I mean, on the black. Oh, bro, on the black market.
They have like
there's
a
a disturbing
joints. Yeah.
They have like they have like 3-gram chamber, 3-gram chamber, 3-gram chamber, like all connected in one. It's like it gets really wild and weird over there. Yeah. But like I said, that's all like mystery meat, or like Delta 8, like
make your hair fall out. I'm telling you.
Listen, I
don't get pregnant with that shit on. Smoke that shit. Be over.
You know, vape safe, vape clean, vape Eureka.
Vape loyal to the oil.
Loyal to the oil. Yeah. I pricked my finger for the oil.
Jesus, signed the contract. How did you? So when you were in Colorado, you said that's how you met Tom, and then you guys just
I met Tom in college. Me and Tom went to WestCon together in Danbury.
I didn't even know you went to college.
I didn't. I went for a year and a half and fucking dropped out. Couldn't deal with the homework. Couldn't deal with the reading. Couldn't deal with the showing up to class. Yeah. All those aspects of college that you need to be able to deal with. Couldn't deal with it.
Word.
So it wasn't for me. But that's why I just kind of said fuck it. And like I said, what was I doing, bro? Besides
selling drugs.
You know, you said it, not me. But that's what I'm saying. So Colorado was kind of actually like a power move, if you think about it. A lot of people looked at it like I was just like trying to further my career in selling drugs or whatever.
You had to get out to see to show yourself.
It's like I was just like, yo, all right, whatever. Think what you want.
Was it good that you did it at that age instead of doing it now?
I'm grateful that I did it at the age that I did it at, because there are people who are my age now trying to get into the industry that are learning what I learned
In your 20s.
9 years ago. You know what I mean? 10 years ago. So
It's insane. Don't anybody be catching anything up here, bro. Let me see one fish, man. I'm here every day, starving.
all right, we should make a U-turn because one of these dudes is about to cast and hit me right in the face with a hook.
Paranoid Mike. He had a whole Final Destination. I feel like Eureka is one of the only, well, not only, but like one of the main companies I see active on social media.
Yeah, we have a really good social media manager. Shout out to Chandel. She does a great job. She's like really active. She pops up everywhere making content and, you know, always making reels and editing videos for us and having something to post, staying very active in the comments, liking a lot of stuff, following a lot of different stores, bud tenders, you know, it's all part of the game.
What are some events that you guys have been a part of?
We sponsored everything from pizza night with Pizza Pusher in the Lower East Side, and fucking Dominican Day Parade, boat party, Halloween parties, the Black Excellence dinner.
Oh wow.
What else? We anytime a store that we have a relationship with comes up to us and asks us to be a part of something, for the most part, we're in. You know what I mean? We try to support as much as we can, because you gotta understand, they're supporting us. They sell our shit. You know what I mean? We make money off that. Yes, they make money off it too, but it's a two-way street. So exactly, with the support, you put our stuff on display, your bud tenders are selling our shit, so we'll take care of them. We'll throw events, invite the staff, throw parties, invite the staff, you know, bud tender appreciation. We hook them up with samples, you know.
Eureka needs to get that suite at Giant Stadium.
Yeah. Sales will go up a little bit and we'll get that.
The Eureka suite. I'm in there.
Eureka pretty much has everything.
I mean,
shirts, hats, bags.
Yeah, I was about to say, our merch game is very strong. Angelo rocks a Eureka bag in every single one of his friggin'
You got
videos.
it on right now.
Yeah. Hats, beanies,
Very good
shirts.
quality stuff, bro. I need one of those bucket hats, those fuzzy buckets, bro.
Yeah, I know. I've given you one before. You
took it back.
Probably did.
You were like, no, I'm gonna get this one. It was a white one. I was like, oh, it's fire.
See, there was probably a store or a bud tender or somebody that needed it more than you.
Yeah,
so
you gave it to. You said you gave it to a bud tender.
Yep, needed to.
I ain't mad.
They come first, bro.
I ain't mad.
First line.
First line. That's what I'm saying.
We're gonna go see on the way back.
Angelo's got this bag. I got this nice leather one. It's like all leather all the way around.
There you go.
Fire. It's way nicer.
The leather blicky
Angelo's
bag.
so jealous.
Maybe there's a leather one of the cards for you one day, Angelo.
Leather. Go with my leather jacket. What do you do on your free time, bro? When you can't, I mean, what do you wake, eat, dream, and sleep oils?
Listen, work takes up a lot of my time, but obviously, you know, I box. I fucking, you know, try to go out with my friends every once in a while, try to stay social. But a lot of what we're doing right now is like, we got our nose to the pavement. We're just like fucking working every weekend. There's different events, different stores opening, you know. Just, you know, trying to stay busy and stay in it. It's not like, bro, it's like, I'm not going to sit here and tell you, oh my God, poor me, I have to go drink lychee martinis in Union Square tonight. Like, oh, what a tough day. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, it's fun. I mean, I feel very fortunate at the end of the day for working in the industry that I work in.
Yeah, this is so crazy though. Literally.
The fucking snow again with this guy.
Fucking, well, anybody with an icy coco chingo there?
It is like, whoa.
Cocoa mango cherry.
It is really warm to have some snow, I'll tell you that.
Oh man, I haven't been to Playland in years. Can you give at least one tip to any director of marketing that might be watching this? If anybody's looking for advice?
I'm not a director of marketing.
What did you say you were? Marketing?
Director of operations.
Director of operations.
Listen, every industry is different, and weed is different from everything. Trust me, everything you think, trust me. There's been so many people who come into this job thinking that, oh, I'm going to use this from my old job, and you're just maybe if you were like an alcohol sales rep or something like that, that's the closest thing you could say is like guys who've done like beer and like craft beer sales, where like every beer is different. You know what I'm saying? All these different brands and everything like that, and you have to sell your beer. Whatever.
Yeah.
But like people come into this industry from all different walks of life, and a lot of times you're not really using much from your last job to sell weed.
You gotta adapt.
You gotta adapt. You gotta learn. That's the biggest advice. That's the best advice I can give to anybody trying to be in the cannabis industry is don't let any job be not good enough for you. You know what I'm saying? Get in anywhere you can get in and learn anything you can learn.
Hell
Don't,
yeah.
Be a bud tender, work concierge, the front desk at a dispensary. You'll work your way up. I was a bud tender in Colorado making $13 an hour plus tips. Literally. Was in there grinding, hustling to try to get tips, trying to have the best customer service I could. And that got me noticed by the staff there, made me a sales floor lead.
Yep.
Then I was running the bud tenders on the floor and like running the inventory back and forth, and that got me noticed. I was gonna be an assistant manager. And just the hustle in general is what got us both noticed by the Eureka team. And then, the owner of Eureka went into a store and Tom was over there selling, and literally the guy was like, yo, this guy's knows what the fuck he's doing.
Yeah.
Exactly. And then, I get introduced, and, the hustle just, builds up. And then you just keep growing. You keep hustling, you keep leveling up, you keep going harder and harder and harder, and then the rewards get bigger and bigger and bigger.
Right.
It's just people are so impatient. You know what I mean? Everyone wants to jump into something, and by their first year in a job, they want to be making $100,000.
Yep.
To doing it, which $100,000 is nothing nowadays. But
Jesus.
either way, I'm just saying, like, you gotta have patience. You gotta put your time in. You gotta learn. I've been doing this since 2015. You know what I mean? Like, it may look like it's new in New York, but this shit ain't new to me. Mm-hmm. Like, so anyone who just started off in the industry, just give it time. Let the industry grow. There's gonna be more job opportunities opening up. There's gonna be a lot more stores opening up. More brands coming on that are going to need reps. Just like, put the time in, gain the knowledge, and then use it. That's pretty much all I could say.
That's dope. Before we saw this, I remember my question. I was going. So you had met Tom in college.
Yeah.
And you guys haven't talked?
What do you mean?
Like, so you guys met in college?
Yeah, bro. We were boys ever since. What do you mean?
Okay. Yeah, because I'm sure
he stayed at WestCon, graduated, got a degree, whatever. Uh-huh. I used to go up and stay because he had a house up there. So I used to go up and, stay with him, hang out, get up into trouble up in Danbury.
So you guys was he helping you guys out in somewhat when you were at Metro Bud?
What? He was in LA in Colorado when I was in Metro Bud.
Okay.
But yeah, we always stayed in touch. We're always cool.
That's dope.
It's been my boy for like 12 years now.
Oh, so that's fire.
Yeah, me and TM been down for a minute.
And he wasn't doing anything oil related in college, so it was just fake.
No, he wasn't. None of us, bro. Weed was not even an option as a career. Like, you know what I mean? It wasn't like, it's not like,
it was horrible,
oh,
actually.
he wasn't doing any weed stuff back then.
Bro,
shit,
smoking
nobody
weed
was.
in college will get you thrown the fuck out
Yeah.
of campus. What? Terrifying. And everybody smoking out of bowls at college.
Yeah. Smoking joints.
This is actually dope, bro. Wait, Tim, turn around real quick. I just want to see if you could get some footage of the just come on this side.
Turn around?
Yeah, come on this side real quick. See if you get the Dragon Coaster in the background. That's crazy. I like when you get the low angles too sometimes. So you get that shit up. Shit hard. Right rack, baby. Word. What do you got planned for today?
What?
What do you have planned for today?
I got a lunch
Nice.
appointment, and then that's pretty much it, bro. I'm gonna go home, smoke some weed, and fucking relax on Saturday. I got to walk. My mother's a breast cancer survivor, so I'm doing a breast cancer walk with her tomorrow.
Okay.
During the day. I think I'm gonna go to the Italian Fest in
West Harrison?
West Harrison. Yeah,
Okay.
that's pretty much it. I ain't got shit going on, bro, besides work. Just trying to,
it's not, your job's not really as entrepreneurial as like working, how you have to work like 24/7. Your shit is like, you got your set hours and you could take a day off.
No, bro, I can't just disappear right now. Like we're in this is Eureka, New York is a startup.
Right.
This branch is a startup. We are all putting in. I'm working 50 to 60 hours a week every week. We're all putting the time in. And even so, like on Sunday, I'm going up. The breast cancer walk is with one of our biggest accounts. You know what I mean? They also have a team of people together that are walking the walk. I'm going up to do that with them. We're throwing a Halloween party with the Cannabis Realm, the store in White Plains. Wow. That's on a weekend. I'm not like, that's not like my personal plans. I love those guys. We're gonna have a blast. It's gonna be a great time, but it's not like my family and friends that I'm going out with. But I'm, like I said, I'm not really complaining though, because either way, my life is fun. I do a lot of we do a lot of cool shit. We go a lot of cool places. I see a lot of cool shit. A lot of motherfuckers can't say that they've seen pallets of weed like that. Like, what I'm saying? I've seen weed that weighs more than the truck that was carrying it.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So it's like, a lot of people can't say they've seen that. Where I go to events where I'm networking and getting paid and stuff to be there as I'm sitting around smoking weed with people having conversations. Yep. Anyone who tells you that they really hate their job working in the weed industry is someone who shouldn't be in the weed industry.
Yeah, what the hell? Like, bro, you're not forced to be here at all.
Yeah. Listen, don't ever get it twisted. We still put the time in, we put the work in. I mean, it's a real business at the end of the day, but at the end of the day, it's the weed business.
Right.
How long do you make these fucking interviews?
You just be walking, bro.
So you make this, like, you're gonna play this whole thing is gonna play this whole time?
Yeah, it's probably gonna be around, where we at, Tim?
54, 32.
Cut out some,
54 minutes?
Yeah, I'll probably cut it out. I like it. I mean, I put the long form on YouTube. You don't gotta watch the whole thing, but
and then you just chop it up and put bits on reels and stuff like that?
Yeah, it gives me more.
Well, because then you have a lot of content to pick from for over an hour.
We're gonna do a 20-minute interview and I get 2 clips out of it.
Show what it looks like on your phone. It looks so fire right now, too.
Oh yeah, let me show you.
Well, you can see what he's seeing?
Yeah, this technology is crazy.
Look at this guy over here, what the fuck? Guy holding his legs up? Oh wow, that is cool.
Yeah.
That's fire.
You have any questions for me?
Who the fuck is doing the interview to who? Nah, bro. I just, to be honest, I'm proud of you. I've been seeing you, watch you grow. Doing what you're doing, to how you fucking put in the work and fucking linked up with Charlemagne and everything. How that really, elevated you and gave you a whole lot of new connections that you use and stuff like that. And you really came a long way. I gotta say, I've been here with you since you started this shit. So it's a really cool thing to see. Not gonna lie.
Thanks, bro. Yeah, it's been a journey. I'm trying to. Now is like the time though where I really go in 120%. Like,
bro, to be honest, if you're ever not going 120%, you're fucking up, because somebody else out there is.
Yeah, but
I'll tell you that right now.
I spent my 20s like setting the dots up, like making my connections. Now at 30, I'm attacking, using my connections to connect those dots, bro. Because I'm trying to make that 100 grand a year, at least, bro. Well, I should be making more.
Don't worry, don't limit yourself at 100 grand. You got way more coming to you.
I wonder what they're doing here.
Looks like a farmer's market or some kind of shit.
Or
some sort of festival. They got a stage going on.
Probably where's the march at? Where's your mom's march at? Here?
Nah. Nope.
Well, let the audience know where they could find Eureka products and if they could contact you for any advice or anything.
Follow Eureka Vapor, one word, Eureka Vapor on Instagram. You can find Eureka products in Westchester, Manhattan, Queens, Staten Island, Long Island, Brooklyn, upstate New York, Albany, Syracuse, Buffalo, Rochester, Ithaca. You could find us pretty much everywhere. Stay loyal to the oil.
Bitch. I'll cut that out. No.